Good evening. It's actually night. Evening. Well, I've been through this before on another feed other than my YouTube one. Let's get straight to the point. I want to record a number of things for you. What I want to do is teach you a little bit. You see, I try to teach people online through my Twitter feed, my YouTube channel, and also on a new, well, fairly new, a social media site called MeWe, M-E-W-E. But nobody seems really to be listening. Although I have, thankfully, thank God, been able to make certain contacts, and some of you in my hometown actually follow this YouTube account, even though Twitter seems a little unpopular amongst those who I usually relate to in my hometown. I hope Google do not delete. Let's bring you a little closer and further away from the music so you can hear me. Alright, now, what we find is that people are so self-absorbed. People are self-absorbed. I'm not saying they're selfish. And they give to charitable causes. And they will give a little bit of food or coffee. Maybe a little bit more, such as some tobacco. Or even buy them a beer. Or even some change to the homeless. Okay, all well and good. But people only want to talk about themselves. So I rarely, because I don't, in my personal conversations, in street preaching, I may be different. But in my personal conversations, I don't tend to focus on myself. I tend to listen and just talk back if it's appropriate. So I rarely get to spread the message I really want to spread. Now, I'm no ignoramus. I'm no uneducated fool. I had a very good education as a child, teenager. Although I didn't go to university due to illness. And I never worked because that illness prevented me from working. Although I did do voluntary jobs. And part-time jobs as a teenager. Part-time as a teenager. Voluntary work after I got ill. But I've never had a full-time job. I'm actually incapable of doing a full-time job. No employer would employ me, so forget it. Those that are offering me jobs, do you want to take me for an interview? I don't think your boss will take me on. And so, I don't know. Right, so what do I want to talk about? Well, the music I'm listening to, as well known, is called trance. It's actually quite popular trance, this. I'm hoping you're picking up my voice. I'm not going to test it out. I'm just hoping and it's not too loud. It sounds quite loud to me here compared to my voice, but we'll see how it goes because the speaker is closer to me than it is to the music, and my ears are very sensitive to sound rather than my own voice. And so hopefully you're picking up on this. If not, I'll have to re-record. And there we go. I've got all night until I fall asleep. What I want to say is this. There is a frequency system. A sound and light frequency system. Now, a lot of things are really mucking up the life-inducing frequency. Excessive loud beats. Quite a few people in my town are boy racers and other people that like heavy beats, dance music, trance music, techno music, etc. and play these heavy, deep bass beats, these super woofer speakers that we never had when I used to blast my music out. We had woofers, but we never had these super woofers. And what I've found, and a lot of the older generation have found, not that I count myself old, I may look at it, but I'm not actually, I'm under 50, is these super woofers, when they've got that real loud beat, actually interfere with our heart, let alone our mind. It's really disturbing. And I wish it's mainly the drivers of these sporty type cars that are doing it. I really wish they'd turn it down a bit. But hey, that's not my main point. My main point is we've got frequencies of both light and sound. Now what we've found over the past how many years, and if you're a Christian, maybe no more than 6,000 years. If you're not Christian, maybe 10,000 years, or even 20,000 years, or maybe thousands upon thousands of years. And we have been tuned in to this global frequency. It's actually not very good for us. I saw a video once, and it's like we've been set on one single radio station for 30,000 years. And some of us are getting sick and tired of that one frequency. So I've had a lot of music that actually adjusts these frequencies in my locality. But some people think I'm a dodgy sort. I have a reputation. And so resist my frequency manipulation, which I intend for the uplifting of their brains, hearts, and entire nervous system, and souls, spirits, minds, and all sorts. Through banging beats, breaking glasses, rude words, etc. And it's very, very disturbing to me and those who actually want this new frequency, which I'm working in tandem with many others to bring about. I wish these, what we term as haters, or maybe not haters, but sheeple, and those that just follow the herd mentality, and would shut up and leave us good guys to do our work. But haters will be haters. I don't think they're going to stop anytime soon, so let me talk to you quietly in the privacy of my room, and then post this when I have an opportunity. Now we have a yellow light here, candles. I find it far more calming, far more life-giving than the LED lights, or even the tungsten light bulbs of old in the light bulb. I find candlelights so, not romantic so much, but calming and life-giving. Tea lights, yeah, serve a purpose, but they're far whiter light and maybe not quite as good as candlelight. Now, as of course we're finding ourselves moving towards serious power shortages where there will be blackouts, perhaps some of them for days on end. I'm trying to advise people to stock up on your candles. You're going to need to be able to see when there's no electricity. Some are listening, most are not. Anyway, this was something I wrote a few days ago when I had a quiet moment and was philosophizing about the various things I know and what people need to hear. Now initially I thought I'd write this out, type it up on my laptop, post on MeWe, which is suitable for long posts, whereas Twitter and the other one I use is not suitable for this sort of thing. But no, let's read it. to you here and now. So this is the main point here I'm getting to. I want you to be joyful as you listen to this. I want you to be uplifted. It's scary. No, I'm not joking. It's scary. But I want you to feel uplifted. I want you to feel uplifted. Now, I want this to be heard. So, excuse me. I'm just going to get up, turn the music down a bit, so that I can be sure you hear this next bit. Now, I want you to feel uplifted because it's very positive teaching, but hear me out. It does go through some scary parts. Every truth, every fact, every religion, every spirituality, every faith, every fable, every story has the good parts and bad parts. So this is no different. Now I like to smoke, so hey. The fundamental battle. Although we are all involved in our own battles, both personal within ourselves and those involving our relationships, and nations are also involved in battles which we call war. The major religions, such as Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Taoism, and paganism, all teach of a much more fundamental battle under the surface of what we see and perceive. Section 1. The three fundamental groups. There are three fundamental groups involved in this cosmic battle, which, though it does involve humanity, animal life and plant life, actually occurs in a metaphysical realm, beyond our usual means of understanding. 1. The light. You could call the entities that fight for the light good. These are those that value life, cherish it, and want to see it flourish. Of the aliens, or angels, it is the Pleiadians who most cherish this light principle. Of those starseeds born amongst humans, of the rainbow children, it is the indigos who most cherish the light, or the life. The dark forces. And there is a counter to the light workers who work for life. These are the forces of darkness. There are fallen angels who have fallen so far that they no longer see life, only power and control. And some of these manifest as demons, yet others as wicked humans. Yet there are also the Anunnaki, who are the gods of Sumeria, Babylon, and Egypt, who seek power and control. They're neutral. Unless they truly side with the light, these ultimately work for the dark, yet are not completely corrupt. And most of humanity falls into this category, as do entities such as the Syrians, the fairies, the jinn, and other such sorts. And much light work is geared toward saving those entities to work for the light, rather than allowing them to stumble into darkness. The balance and the victory are when the light and the dark are in balance. Life continues well in its usual seasonal cycles, with corruption, death, and rebirth occurring at the proper times. And this is the aim of true paganism. Yet the dark always seeks supremacy over the light. And when it does achieve this, we see increasing disease, poverty, and disturbed earth balances, and such as climate change and increasing volcanic activity. The light ultimately seeks victory over the darkness, yet would happily settle for the equilibrium position. I just want to speak a little bit on Project Camelot. This is a NASA project, although it is suspected that other nations are also involved. Now, this has discovered that there is life on Mars. There are underground subway systems, and the Project Camelot began in the early 60s. It's a space program to go to Mars. There are people who say that as part of this project, all men, very sexist types, as far as space exploration was concerned. Some men say they have already been to Mars and back and can testify to these aliens upon Mars. So, just a few things for you to perhaps ponder on and discuss. If you want to leave a comment, like, subscribe, whatever, it would help with the algorithm and spread the message further. Thank you. Thank you.